often mouthing off a lot of heavy statements.
But nothing out of the ordinary, really, for someone being interviewed at the age of, what, 16, 17?
And more to the point, they came up with the goods.
Absolutely. And their father had been promising that they would. Richard Williams was always a controversial figure. He doesn't travel around quite as much on the tour with the girls as he used to. But he was saying it, and you got to hand it to him. He said his girls were going to be the best in the world, and for a time they were, and in many ways still are.
Well, that was set point for Venus. Double fault, putting it back to deuce. But they have mellowed out a little and matured a lot over the past 10 years, and I must say they are an asset to women's tennis today. A really crazy situation here. It's an ace, then two double faults. A roller coaster.
Well, I
game.
tell you, yeah, it's been the story of her game since coming to Hong Kong. She was a little more consistent in Thailand on the last weekend. Well, Kuznetsova finding the net now almost as much as Venus Williams has throughout this match. And some breathing space, a bit of relief for Williams. Back to deuce.
Another good return from Kuznetsova. Deep and down the middle, not giving Venus any room, no angles to play. And at the same time, forcing her to rush her shot. And the former number one, once again, produces a well-executed first serve when it was needed. She's probably asking herself the question, why did she do that on set point? Set point number 2 for Venus Williams.
There it goes. And now we're level, and Venus Williams looking at her second consecutive three-setter here in Hong Kong.
It's tennis's ultimate mixed team tournament, the Hopman Cup.
Oh, what a pass!
8 of the world's leading tennis nations battle it out from the Burswood Dome. The Hopman Cup final, tonight at 10, Fox Sports 2.
Now here's something that'll really impress your mates. You can get active with selected sporting events. Just grab your digital remote, tune into an active game, and push your red button. You're in complete control of what you watch and how you watch. It's the next best thing to being at the pitch, in the stadium, or on the court. Come on, push my button and get in the game.
Who's ready to discharge?
Questions? None. Good. All right, take off.
Escape to where the big movies live. Escape to Movie One.
Next weekend, 5 live from the Barclays English Premier League.
The title race is far from over yet.
And the top 6 sides are all in action. Kicking off Saturday night at 11, Liverpool Man U.
My word, there is ecstasy.
In one of football's greatest rivalries, it's a match that needs no introduction. Then it's the London derby between Spurs and Chelsea.
What a season he's having.
Rounding off the triple header, Bolton at home to the Arsenal. Monday night at 1, it's 2 of this season's surprise packages as Middlesbrough host Everton at the Riverside.
Ferguson! Oh, he's scored!
Both sides are aiming high this year after impressive starts to the season.
They've got their reward.
Following on at 3, it's London outfit Fulham at Craven Cottage for the visit of West Bromwich Albion. 5 of the best next weekend. Liverpool Man U kick it off Saturday night at 11. Monday, the doubleheader kicks off with Borough Everton. All games live.
Final set. Kuznetsova to serve.
And I don't believe anybody is complaining about the fact that we are now into a third set.
No, it's always nice to get a close match. Spectators have come out here to see some good tennis. Last thing they really want to see is somebody walk away with an easy victory.
15-9.
Even if it is for their favourite player. And you can be sure both these ladies will be trying their best, even though it is an invitational tournament, an exhibition match. Well, every match counts, and psychologically you don't want to give your opponents the edge. Much better serve that time by Svetlana Kuznetsova. Notably, the difference at the moment, if we make a comparison with the men's and women's tour at the moment, the men's serving ability much more dominant. The guys holding serve much more often, whereas the ladies, especially here this week in this tournament, struggling on numerous occasions to hold serve and just basically to get that second serve in. Kuznetsova controlling the point in the middle of the court. And from a slow start in this game, trailing 15-30, she now finds herself at game point.
Well, a quick game.
Finishing off once again with that wide serve to the backhands. Worked for her the other day. Against Zvonareva. And also tonight against Williams.
As Zvonareva bundled out last night of the draw by Venus Williams, notching up her second defeat, so that meant she had absolutely no chance of going through to the final. And Dementieva already there, and a worthy finalist to say the least from what we've seen of her play.
15.
Beautiful forehand down the line. Nothing too much on that second serve. And Venus has a tendency to serve standing a little wider to her right-hand side on the deuce court. We'll get to see that at the next point. So she does expose the line a fraction. And at this level, a fraction is all it takes.
59.
Nice reply. Kuznezova's ball bouncing mid-court.
think that's a point Kuznetsova deserved to win. She was reading Williams' shots so well.
Although I got to say, she was a bit lucky to get away with that. That was a shocking drop shot. Venus only has to hit it from the service line.
Well, you make your own luck, they say. 15-30.
First service.
Great body jamming serve by Venus.
38.
Giving Kuznetsova no room to swing. Now notice where Venus stands for this serve. About 3 steps at least away from the center. The advantage of that gives her more angle to slice her serve out wide. The disadvantage though is if Kuznetsova can connect on a forehand down the line, she's got a lot of room to cover. And that double fault gives Kuznetsova first break point in this third set.
Williams playing a little tight at the moment. 30-40. Williams handling the power well.
Doing well. She's getting out of this rally. Oh, just as we were about to say, she got back into control of the point.
And really, she's been her own worst enemy on one too many occasions during this match, and that may well, let's hope not, but it could well be the undoing of her eventually.
But you're definitely right. Early on, Kuznetsova had the upper hand. She was pounding those forehands on the backhand wing of Venus Williams.
59.
And she stayed in the point for quite a while. And then when it was her turn to become aggressive, she netted the backhand while attempting down the line. That's an ace for Kuznetsova. Give her the first point in the third game. A very aggressive second serve. Swinging serve down the center. And the momentum once again shifts.
No.
30-15.
Good shot from Venus here. Once again, catching Svetlana going the wrong way. Just the sheer depth on that shot, producing the error. And I tell you what, Kuznetsova really going for her second serves in this game. That's twice she's had to serve a second serve on this ad court. And twice she's come up with a service winner. Once down the tee, once out wide. And that's a good service game from Kuznetsova to give her a 3-game-to-love lead in this third set.
Well, Stephen, the number of balls that Williams has hit plumb into the net. Balls that she on any other given day would have gotten just skimming over the net, and it may be the determining factor.
Well, in her first match, Venus against Vera Zvonareva, it was also a seesaw battle. She ran away with the first set, lost the second, and I believe she was trailing 5-3 in the third, and but she still came back to win. So although it looks like a similar scoreline here, I don't think we should counter out right yet, but rightly so, what you said. She better start connecting on a few more shots, otherwise this match will be over very quickly.
Yeah, she was down 4-love in one set at one stage. few woolly hats on out there. We have had reports that the temperature is going to plunge here over the weekend. We've been told Sunday. This tournament finishes up on Saturday, so good news for the players, but
Please be seated.
definitely is getting more chilly here in Hong Kong.
And at this view, you get to see the stadium. It's been a sellout crowd. Tonight is sold out. Tomorrow, the finals day, is also sold out. And even the first day of play when Maria Sharapova opened proceedings with the first match. The first day was also a sellout. So fantastic for the organisers, fantastic for the tournament, and great for the players. It's nothing better for a player to play in front of a sellout crowd.
She found the line well. Played it deep. Kuznetsova expressing a little indignation about that. 40-15.
And a much better game by Venus. That time coming up with 3 outright winners. Here's the last point. Forehand down the line. Hitting right through the ball.
59.
So we're at 3-1. It's only one breaker serve.
She really teed off on that one. Took her eye off the ball.
Down the line is the harder shot of the two. It's a lower percentage shot. A little less distance for you to hit the ball into. In the higher part of the net. That time a little better. Electing to go cross court.
(30-15). Oh.
I think that ball was called out.
31.
Oh, no, it wasn't. It was in.
Yeah, it was hard to see from this angle because she's right down there at the bottom of the commentary box.
Completely misjudged that point.
And that one. Break point for Williams. Well, this is becoming very interesting. As you mentioned before, Stephen, never write her off, no matter what the score is.
Oh, yes. Clenched fist by Kuznetsova.
And Williams, again, you can see wearing that strapped left thigh. She hasn't really liked running in her matches here.
Well, Kuznetsova had her left and right, left and right.
Yeah, Zvonareva tried the same tactic, and it worked to a large extent, but not in the... she won the battle, but not the war in that regard.
Good serve by Svetlana, taking the pace off, adding a little bit of slice and jamming the ball into Venus.